farmers have committed suicide in the last 20 years. Every half an hour, a farmer is taking his life in the process of producing food for all of us. Farm crisis, farmer suicides, pesticide poisoning, land grabbing, and several other issues pushing farmers into taking their lives. But of all, the underlying issue is low income of farmers. Year on year, farmers' income level is deteriorating. We need a sustainable and effective solution to increase the income of farmers so that economic growth will be stabilized. How do we enhance income from the sale of farmers' produce over his expenditure incurred on producing the same? The three main components are: number 1, maximization of revenue; number 2, minimization of cost of inputs; number 3, development of alternative sources of income. Now we will see all these three components in detail. Number 1, match between the crop produced and the demand for the same. This leads to surplus production without a direct linkage to the market. In situations like this, there is usually a fall in prices, leading to distressed sale by the farmer and subsequent farm losses. Every crop's price is a function of global demand, supply, inventory levels, currency rates, trade flows, freight rates, interest rates, governmental policies, and local politics. With a view of assessing all these things, it is proposed that a National Crop Planning Bureau has to be set up, with a mandate to develop understanding and competencies on each of India's major crops. This will ensure that the farmer does not overproduce a wrong crop at the cost of foregoing profits on another crop. Further, we need to ensure that India creates global competency in a few crops. Mostly India's agri-infrastructure is geared towards procurement, storage, and movement of only 2 items, that is wheat and rice. Planners need to identify a few more crops like corn, soybean, potatoes, tomatoes, and onions, for example, where such competencies can be developed. Another important, each crop has a research center in India which works on testing multiple varieties of seeds. The seed replacement rate also needs to be improved in India so as to ensure continuous enhancement of yield levels. India is majorly known for its biggest system has done a tremendous job of aggregating and consolidating farm produce. Now the next step in this journey is to either form FPOs, that is farmer producer organizations or companies, or to form farm cooperatives, that is FCs. This will help in a higher proportion of the revenue going to the farmer. Next we will here the first thing is input costs. The cost of inputs can be minimized by ensuring zero tax on all participants of the value chain of manufacturing the input so as to have a low in cost of finished product, ensuring yearly release of subsidies to the companies or the farmers. Priority sector lending rate has to be continued. Adequate availability during peak season to avoid black marketing has to be ensured. Rationalized subsidy calculation mechanism which negates netback dilution on account of freight charges has to be again ensured. The second thing is electricity and water. State energy development authorities under the Ministry of Renewable Energy should ensure that all farms shifting to solar irrigation pumps provided by the government under the National Solar Mission, which will save a huge cost to the farming industry. The next thing is mechanization. The effort needs to be scaled up in line with aggregators like Ola and Uber to provide mechanized farm products at a fraction of their cost by directly delivering to the farmers. Another important major cost is interest cost. Interest rates and loans to farmers need to be at lowest level possible. Logistics. An unseen component of the overall crop economics is the cost of logistics of marketing the products. The cost of transporting higher volumes leads to lower per ton cost of transportation. So we need to